Evan's Journey to Life, Reincarnation Through Time, Day 11. It's fascinating that we could not conceive and still can't conceive the fact that all that is here within this physical existence created what is here as it exists. That there is no higher, greater, supreme power out there, but that each has within themselves, from themselves throughout time, created ourselves and this physical existence as it exists. This is what one will start seeing, realizing, and understanding with us as you walk this process within each post in this blog. As we walk through the layers of time and our multidimensional relationships throughout time that created, manifested the current relationships that exist within ourselves, towards others, the earth, nature, the animal kingdom, this entire physical existence as a whole. We have throughout existence and time constructed and programmed ourselves and our creation through relationships that now exist multidimensionally manifested as we've walked throughout existence and time in sequencing, patterning who we are in relationship to everything and everyone that's existed throughout time in the lives we've lived within existence. As we evolved within our relationship creation, with evolution as the process of how we change, defined, specified our relationships to towards all that exists, we've manifested layers within existence. The more we evolved, upgraded our relationship processes, the more our creation evolved, upgraded. Each time we all existentially together evolved and upgraded within our relationship process and creation, and a new stage layer manifested within existence to where we are now within this existence, within this physical existence, as time, as all the layers, stages we've existentially manifested through constantly and continuously evolving within and as our relationship creation throughout the lives we've lived within existence. And all those layers, stages, and multidimensional relationships are manifested here in and as this physical existence. The mind, representing our relationship of separation from ourselves as individuals, the physical body, the embodiment of our individuality, the individualized manifested separation from and of the embodiment of our existential equality and oneness as this physical existence. Yet, all physical bodies are equal in one and the same, from the same substance and of this physical existence. We will in post to come explain why and how the physical human body is the same and from and of the same substance of this physical existence, and how we separated ourselves into individualized physical forms, manifestations from and of this physical existence substance. The physical existence as embodiment of our existential equality and oneness that we've separated ourselves from. One will, within and during this process with us, see, realize, and understand how and why we created ourselves in separation into a mind consciousness system, and how we created our human physical bodies and this physical existence through and with substance. Substance as our manifested equality and oneness that we've used and abused to create our individual life, instead of what we were supposed to have done, each one standing equal to and one with the substance of as existence as the one and only primary relationship of each, where we all were supposed to live and express as this life of and as equality and oneness together. But instead, each one went into self-separation from and of all. And this is where we are today, within this physical existence, each one manifested into self-separation as a mind, separated from of all within and as this physical existence. I forgive myself that I've accepted and allowed myself to, throughout time, throughout all my lives within this existence, automatically accepted and allowed the processes of relationship creations, where it became an automated, inherent nature within existence to individualize myself into self-separation, and from the moment of birth, start the process of creating who I am through connecting my individualized experience of positivity, neutrality, negativity to and towards all as me within this existence. where the mind became an automated system within this physical existence, where I would be born with a mind into the physical and immediately from the moment of birth start my mental and physical processes of creating relationships to and towards what is here as me within and as the experiences of positivity, neutrality, negativity. In this, I forgive myself that I've accepted and allowed myself to take this automated, inherent nature of relationship creations into and as my creation, as this physical existence within and as my birth into the world system of money, where it had become an automated, inherent nature to immediately establish my relationship to and towards money within the experiences of positivity, neutrality, negativity, without question, and continue within these relationship creations towards money and the world system throughout my life. And as I had been so preoccupied within and as these very relationship creation processes within my mind and the world system with energy and money, I had not ever questioned, investigated these very processes that I was accepting and allowing myself to participate in within myself and my world. I forgive myself that I haven't accepted and allowed myself to see, realize, and understand that my processes of being birthed into this existence throughout my lives was me being birthed into an existence that I had participated in, contributed to, and created throughout all my previous lives. That my new birth was not a rebirth into a new existence, but a rebirth into and as the creation I had left behind for and as myself that I had created and manifested directly and indirectly from and through all my previous lives. And within my previous lives, created and manifested according to how I accepted and allowed myself to participate in existence within all my previous lives, where my participation, contribution was based on and defined within the nature of my relationship creations and who I was within those relationship creations. Where from those relationship creations that defined me and that I lived as me, I, in that living participation, constantly and continuously throughout my previous lives, contributed to the existence I would be rebirthed into, the existence of as my own creation. In this, I forgive myself that I've accepted and allowed myself to be birthed into the world system of money, where I participate, live in this world system of money according to the relationship I had created towards money as me. And in this participation within my relationships towards the world system of money, I contribute directly and indirectly to the manifestation and creation, evolution of this world system of money. And as parts of and as me, as children, come into the creation of and as the world system of money, they, as me, enter into and as the creation I had and am leaving behind as the world system of money that I directly and indirectly participated in creating through constantly and continuously maintaining my relationships and so my living towards and within the world system of money. And because I had been so preoccupied within and as the processes of relationships with and towards what is here that I have accepted and allowed myself to define who I am towards, I had not questioned, investigated my own creation as the world system of money that I constantly and continuously am being rebirthed into and as my individual and as all as me as humanity. In this, I forgive myself that I've accepted and allowed myself to, throughout time, cycle within processes of rebirthing myself into my own creation throughout all the layers and stages of time into and as where we are now within this physical existence, being rebirthed into a mental and physical creation within myself in this world that has become my internal and external creation throughout time, that I had lost myself to such an extent in my own self-separation from myself and from all that I had not remembered how every time I emerge into this existence as me, I in fact emerge into my own creation. I forgive myself that I haven't accepted and allowed myself to see, realize, and understand how rebirth is my reemergence into existence, that my rebirth is my again birthing into this existence of and as me that I directly and indirectly participated in creating throughout time. As I walked with me as existence as me, creating and manifesting layers and stages as we all individually and together participated in evolving our relationship creations of ourselves throughout all the stages, layers within and as existence, to where we are now within this physical existence, still continuing exactly the same, being rebirthed into and as this physical existence, and directly and indirectly participating in creating this physical existence, world system of money, as it exists today, as we individually and together constantly and continuously participate in creating and manifesting our self-separation through our individualized relationship creations from within and as our mind consciousness system, and constantly, continuously participate in creating, manifesting our relationships tuned towards the world system of money, separated internally and externally into and as a my life, my world, preoccupied within and as relationship creations of only ourselves, who I am, and not questioning, investigating our relationship with and towards as all inequality and oneness. I forgive myself that I have accepted and allowed myself to, throughout my rebirths into existence, this physical existence and the world system, not in one of my lives stopped and questioned, investigated the very relationship creations that I had become, participated in, and created. As I was so preoccupied with only me, my relationships, my experiences, in an internal illusion of only me, equal to and one with all as me within existence, where all individually and together were so preoccupied within and as our me's that we did not see, realize, and understand the we of as existence that we were in the process of creating, manifesting throughout our lives, in the relationships of ourselves and towards all of existence that manifested this physical existence we're in and as today. In this, I forgive myself that I have accepted and allowed myself to continue participating within this physical existence, within and as only the individualized starting point of me, so preoccupied with only me, my relationships, my experiences throughout my life, that I in no way ever considered the we of as me within as this physical existence and the world system of money that governs, controls it. Because I was far too busy with only me, I did not take into consideration, regard my responsibility to all as me within and as this existence, but constantly and continuously throughout my lives, simply continued with my relationship creation of me within myself, my world that I without question accepted and allowed, and so enslaved me to and as my own processes of relationship creations that I had become, always creating relationships instead of living here. I forgive myself that I've accepted and allowed myself to lose myself into and as my own self-created illusion to such an extent that as I rebirthed into and as my own existence that I had created, manifested throughout my lives, I have not remembered myself, my past, because throughout my lives, I unquestioningly continued with participating in relationship creations, creating an illusionary me from and of energy with and as my constant continuous friction as separation from as all as me. And so I became but an individual part of my own existence that rebirths and dies over and over and over again, not seeing, realizing, understanding how in every single rebirth as I create me through my individualized experiences created from friction as separation from and of all as me within existence, that every moment I create friction, that friction transforms into energy within me, and at the same time resonates its nature within and through substance existence as me, that is my equality and oneness. And so, as I have been so busy with creating my internal me in separation from and of my we, I at the same time was creating the we within and as existence. Because I forgive myself that I haven't accepted and allowed myself to see, realize, and understand how I was so preoccupied within my own experiences generated from friction as my separation from and of all as me, that I was still part of substance. And as a part of me separated into energy, that very energy reverberated throughout all and everything and everyone within and as and of substance as ripple effects that extended into and throughout substance eternity. And so instead of creating with and as and through substance in and as equality and oneness, where we as individuals and together were supposed to emerge from substance in our expressions as life, we created in separation from and of substance with friction, where a part of substance as ourselves was transformed into energy that manifested ripple effects within throughout substance. And in that, we were individually and together busy creating, manifesting our mirror of as ourselves. Because whatever experiences as relationships we were busy creating within ourselves was equally as one manifested, reverberating within the without of as ourselves as substance, to where we are now within this physical existence, where this manifested physical existence had become is the direct mirror of and as ourselves as what we have created from and through substance as ourselves within the ripple effects that manifested throughout time. As we throughout time created, manifested our relationships, experiences within ourselves, and the without manifested equal to and one with the within. More on the creation of the mirror as the physical existence in the next post to come. I commit myself to, through writing, self-forgiveness, and self-corrective application, once and for all, rebirth myself as this self, as the equality and oneness, with as all as me, within as existence, as who, how, what I was supposed to have been within and throughout my existence. I commit myself to, through writing, self-forgiveness, and self-corrective application, walk in this one life on this earth and take responsibility for my creation of as me, as my mind, within this world system, physical existence without. Two, from me, stop the preoccupation of relationship creations that only benefit the illusion of as energy as the mind that's preoccupied me from and of my responsibility to myself and to all within this physical existence. And as I assist and support myself to stop my preoccupations with relationship creations as my experiences of positivity, neutrality, negativity, two towards all as me, and walk my process of standing equal to and one with me within myself as with all, I walk in this one life to rebirth the self of as equality and oneness, and make sure that what I leave behind is a prepared path, road for all me's coming and to come, to be birthed into an existence where they have an opportunity to walk the process of the actual rebirth as the birthing of self, of as equality and oneness, with and as all. I commit myself to, with writing, self-forgiveness, and self-corrective application, assist and support myself to utilize this one life, to no more accept and allow me to be lost within and as the illusion mind of as only me, and walk my equal and one responsibility to and as the we of as me as this physical existence, so that this one life does not again become another life where I accept and allow myself to abdicate responsibility from and of me as all, but finally stand up and face the consequences of my past lives throughout existence as my mind and this world system, and stand with this opportunity that is here in every moment of breath to stop my accepted and allowed separation from and of all as me through stopping my mind consciousness, to live here in equality and oneness with and as this physical, as the one relationship that matters, the relationship with me as all, in and as equality and oneness.